prominent playback singer Chinmayi Sripada joins us on this broadcast. She's been talking about the hypocrisy of the DMK, the allegations that she's made against someone very, very prominent in the industry that she's worked in. Unfortunately, nothing has been done. She's joining us live, and let's speak to her about what her experiences have been and what explains the kind of inaction that we've seen, not just from this particular government, but the predecessing government as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned as well. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Chinmayi, here on CNN News 18. And I want to start by asking you, you've put out a very detailed post on social media. You talk about how the DMK, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, MK Stalin himself, has spoken about the cause of the protesting wrestlers here in Delhi. But unfortunately, not a word as to the allegations you've made and several others within the industry that have made along with you.
That's right. At the outset, I do want to say that I am so glad that so many politicians from across the country, especially in Tamil Nadu, are speaking up for the cause of wrestlers, because they are fighting an uphill battle. They are fighting somebody who's extremely powerful and is close to the ruling party and the central government as of now. So I completely understand how difficult it is, and they require every ounce, every shred of support that they get from everybody. However, what I did post was this entire history from the time that I filed a complaint with the NCW, just like the wrestlers have, and so many others had in 2018. Thereafter, Me Too committee was supposed to be constituted. It was constituted under the head of Sri Rajnath Singh ji, and thereafter nothing happened. An RTI revealed that they had not met even once. So a lot of us who had actually named our molesters way back in 2018 thought that something would come of all of our complaints, and they will take action. Actually, after my writing my complaint to the NCW, they had sent out reminders to the DGP of Tamil Nadu. Cops came home. I sent them a written complaint, but then nothing happened. So many people from the industry have segued into politics from right here in Tamil Nadu, but when the molester is their friend and he's so popular and what shall I say, and so close to them, they remain conveniently silent. Not just now, in the past 5 years, so many cases for sexual harassment, rape, assault, all of this they have voiced out for. But when it is Mr. Vairamuthu, they're all absolutely silent. I have been asking the same question for the past 5 years. Why is it that you completely choose to ignore something that's happening right under your nose? And if you notice, there has been no response from any Tamil Nadu politician who has chosen to willingly, voluntarily platform him in the past 5 years as well.
Yeah, like you said, they've been platforming him. We've seen the Chief Minister himself sharing stage with him on multiple occasions. Do you think that is something that emboldens not just him in particular, but people like him? They think they can get away despite there being allegations that have come to the fore from multiple women, like you said, 17 at least.
I believe that 100%, because right from MJ Akbar to Mr. Brij Bhushan today, to multiple other people who have been named in the past few years, some way, form or the other, they all find a way of getting close to the establishment, either in the state level or in a different level, or they have links with the cops, and just things like this never move ahead. And this is something that I have faced myself, because I actually face a work ban. They have banned me from working and singing in Tamil Nadu industry, and the man who has actually banned me, who's the president of the dubbing union, is the BJP. So it's actually quite a mess. It's like a spider web of each one being connected to the other in some way, form or the other. So it's not really party agnostic, because I believe that someday if somebody's sexual harasser is in some party, then somebody else is sexual harasser in some other party. So I don't know if any party today can actually take any moral high ground today, saying that we unequivocally and speak for all the survivors.
Like you said, it's not party agnostic, which is what I wanted to ask you. That do you think that it's just the lack of political will then? Because 2018 is when you made the allegations for the first time. The DMK wasn't in power then. It was the AIADMK, an ally of the BJP, the same BJP that is now trying to put the pressure on the DMK today.
Yes, because I have, if people even bother to look at my timeline, I have tweeted to the CM of Tamil Nadu then, Sri Edappadi ji, saying, please take cognizance of my complaint. Nothing happened. Nothing really moved. So it's been governments will come, governments will go, but I think this battle is going to be uphill. I'm actually fighting for my right to work back in the Honorable City Civil Court for the past 5 years with no end in sight.
And you've also said that you are prepared for the long haul because this could go on for another 20 years. That's something that you've said as well. But you've also spoken of how there are so many people that haven't been able to muster the courage, so many victims that haven't been able to come out and speak on record about these things. We have public allegations of at least 17 people, but there may be so many more that we haven't heard of. Where do you think then this is going to go from here on?
I mean, I think all of these people try to make examples of women like us, women like the wrestlers right now. You know, the questions posed to both me and Sakshi Malik have been the same. How can you be smiling with your molester? How can you invite your molester to your wedding? I mean, none of these people, understand the power dynamics behind. You have to be. These people have become a very intrinsic part of our career, and if you don't invite them, there are questions to answer which we are not ready to answer at that point in time, which is too much trauma. So we'd rather just grin and bear it, right? Like we have grinned and borne it for so many years. It's just for for a couple of minutes, and then it'll be dead and gone sort of thing. The only good thing right now in the wrestlers' protest, at least they have each other to bank on. They have each other's support. As long as the Tamil film industry here is concerned, I am standing alone, and there has been no industry support. My fraternity continues to actually shame me actively. So many women who are politicians who have gone from the industry have said, why so late? Why didn't she speak up then? It's not acceptable. If it is true, then she should have spoken up then. So I've seen I've seen the brunt of all of this in the past 5 years. So I really don't know where this is going to go. I think they're trying to make examples out of all of us women. If you speak up, this is what will happen to you. So shut up. That's exactly what it is. So the message is loud and clear. That's what it is.
And the DMK, in fact, even now comes out and says that there may be public allegations, but there's no police complaint. So why don't they file police complaints and then law will take its own course? Do you think these kind of comments are completely unwarranted and they just sort of embolden the accused, not just in this case, like I said, but in general?
I think that's a flat out lie. When I don't know, I have not noticed if the DMK has said that there is no police complaint, because my complaint to NCW is on record. NCW's reminder to the DJP of Tamil Nadu at that time is on record. My giving a handwritten complaint, my husband giving a handwritten complaint, my mother giving a handwritten complaint is on record. If they did not file an FIR, that's not my problem. They are just randomly lying through their hat, honestly. I mean, like they all do so. And that's what I said. It is their friend, therefore they will say. I mean, if you notice, the dialogues are the same. Somebody in Delhi will ask, why have they not filed a complaint? These people will ask, why have I not filed a complaint? While we have done whatever is possible at this point with whatever the law can allow us to do. So they will continue to shield the molester and then shed these crocodile tears as if they're speaking for the justice of sexual harassment survivors. Which is why I said earlier today, if Mr. Brij Bhushan had been a Tamilian, he had been close to the Tamil political parties, all of these people would have been shaming the wrestlers and protecting Mr. Brij. Take it in writing from me.
Chinmayi, I also want to ask you, the kind of bonhomie that the political class and the industry in Tamil Nadu has, we've seen all of that over the decades. They're all intertwined. If the state would come out and back the allegations you're making or any of those survivors, do you think that is something that will finally put an end to this? Because unless that happens, perhaps there may not be any hope of justice. Is that something that you believe?
I actually believe, whether it in my particular case, whether I'm looking for it, even for my own interests, that would be great. But I think I kind of know that's not going to happen because how interconnected all of these people are. But what I would ask for the greater good is for ICCs and POCSO units to be there in all the unions and all television channels and all media houses, because people actually have children in all of these reality shows, in all of these serials, in all of these movies. The least they can do is organize this. There are 24 crafts and as many, if not more, unions in the Film Employees Federation of South India, where a lot of politicians are sitting in office-bearing positions. I've been asking so many people to set up an internal complaints committee, but they're like, oh, how can that happen? How can we do this? POSH has not happened. Not even one union has organized a POSH. So many people claim to be such well-read politicians in Tamil Nadu. Why have they not done the least bit to clean up the yard that they grew up in is my question. And of course, there will be no answer.
One last question before I let you go, Chinmayi. What is it that is going to be your course of action from here on? We've seen the kind of fight that you've led, especially on social media. You said you are fighting through the courts as well. But when you say that you are in this for the long haul and you expect this to go on for perhaps a few decades, what is it that you are seeing in the future for you as far as this case goes?
I think more hearings at the court, more trips to the court, and them abusing me in court, and while everybody watches in open court. That's usually how it works. I mean, this is also how they say, the process is the punishment. So I am already being punished while the molesters walk free. This is also, I think, overall talks about how the culture of our society is in general. That's how it is. Nothing can happen.
That's the most unfortunate bit. But Chinmayi Sripada, thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18.